What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over stage 4 and 5. Stage 4 is the year-long period it takes roughly to go from 6 figures to a million. For some of you, it'll be shorter, some might be a little bit longer, but for most of my experience, it takes roughly a year or so to go from 6 figures to a million. And that's what we'll be covering in the first part of this video. In the second part of this video, we're going to be covering stage 5, which is really going from a million to 8 figures, 10 million and above, and how you can accomplish that. So this one's fire. I know you're going to love it. I can't wait to see you inside. Funnel Doc out.
Some dude, Jeffrey M. Benek, he just got a ClickFunnels tattoo. What?
What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc. So we're now headed into stage 4. This, like I said, this is my 7-figure elite. 7-figure elite. This is my coaching offer I have for that. So everything we're doing now from 100K to a million and from a million to 10 million is all taught in my 7-figure elite. So this right here now, what we're looking at, we're really going to start building out different things. We're going to build out our course. Now, mind you, this is a big gap from 100K to a million. I mean, even if you're doing 100K a month, it's going to take 10 months to hit a million. So just realize stage 4 usually is about a year-long stage. You're usually in this about a year to go from 100K. Now, it could be faster, it could be slower. I've had people like one of my clients, they were started at 80, and now they're already at 200. Next month, they're going to be at 300 or 400. So that's per month. So it can move faster, but the average person, you're looking at stage 4 being about a year in duration. So we're at about now to get from 0 to stage 4, it's about a year and a half, give or take. You can think about it, just to give you guys a time frame idea. Now, for this one again, it's going to drop down dramatically. We're looking about 60 to 80% profit here. And again, this depends on how much of a team do you have, how much are you spending on ads. We're going to get into ads in a little bit here. And there's a lot of different factors that depend on this. But this is more the area you're going to be looking at for this range is the 60 to 80 percentile. And like I said, this is, again, your 100K to million. Now, a lot of you are like, wait a minute, I'm selling a $3,000 offer. What the hell? It's going to take forever to hit a million. You know how many of those I have to sell? Well, yeah, I mean, technically you'd have to sell like 3,333 or 35 or whatever it is to a million. But the thing is, you're not going to stick with that. We're now going to talk about your course, which is going to allow you to build out another more automated reoccurring revenue. You need different streams of income. You can't just have your core offer, your core coaching program. So during this, mind you, again, this is a year-long program. The funnels we're going to start off with funnels this time. You're going to have your self-liquidating offer funnel, your SLO funnel. This is a lower ticket item. It's usually anywhere from, say, 27 bucks up to $97. Usually it's more in the 27 to 47 range, but this is a product. And the point of this is we're sending people here because this is a no-brainer offer that gives us a heck of value that gets people to buy early. It gets out the credit card, because what's the hardest thing to do is to make someone make that first purchase. It's always when someone's bought, the only 2 ways you can stop them from buying from you again. 1, you offend them, you insult them, they'll go away. Or 2, run out of things to offer in front of them. Think about it. How many times have you been like, man, if they had the next level, I'd get it. That's one thing we have to do. We're developing your full ecosystem in stage 4. And then in stage 5, it's really about taking everything we built in stage 4 and scaling it out and blowing it up. So funnels, we've got your SLO offer. We're going to be doing a webinar funnel. This is the first time we're actually building a full funnel ecosystem. And again, though, here's what you guys are going to find funny. We don't need a sales page. Now, you can have a sales page, because what I do recommend is making a sales page after you've done your webinar and you get down, because You don't want people, once they've watched the webinar, to have to watch it again to buy. You want to be able to sell them to a sales page. But starting out, first of all, your webinar is going to be your sales page. So it'll go right from webinar to order form. And this is for like a $9.97 offer, you know? So, and a lot of people are going, well, okay, so $9.97, yeah, that's cool. And I'm going to show you how easily it's going to be hit to this million when we get done with this. So you've got your self-liquidating offer, you've got your webinar, you're going to be doing both a live version and then what we call an evergreen. So you're going to do it live a couple times, make sure you get it down right, make sure the people are buying, make people engaging. Once you feel like you nailed it, then you automate it. And you're going to be doing, and that's a great thing about this. There is customer service, but now you can take everything you learned in your coaching offer and build a course out. So you basically now give it to them without any one-on-one help. It's now done. It's DIY version. So now, since you perfected, you've had 30 sales of your coaching offer, you can now go, hey, this works, this doesn't, this is what I teach. Now it's much easier to build out a course. You know what works and what doesn't. You know how to structure it. You know what people need to learn. You know where people are getting stuck. You know where the roadblocks are. You know where the bottlenecks are. It's so easy. It's so easy to make a course now. It's literally a no-brainer. So you'll be able to make a perfected course from the get-go because you've got proof. And now it also, you can use all the social proof and everything and be like, look, this is just a like lower version for everyone that can afford. So now I would recommend probably at this point having my core offer go up to from 3K to 5K. I'd probably make my core offer go up to 5K at this point because you've had success. 30, it's time to at least double it, if not even make it go higher. But I'd at least be doing core offer. We've got 5K. So we got core offer at 5K. We've got our course at $9.97. So, and then for this, we would do all the follow-up. So again, same thing. We're doing follow-up here. We're going to be doing SMS, email. We're not going to be doing a lot of messenger on this one, but they're really, it's about the email follow-up. It's about the email reminders, the SMS reminders, the follow-up for the replay. All that stuff, we're going to be covering all that here via email, SMS, always testing other mediums to see what would work. But that's where the real follow-up for this is going to be for self-liquidating offer, trying to push them. So they bought maybe next email, maybe not the next one, but maybe the next one after that, your second email, go value. And then your second one's like, hey, check out this masterclass training that pushes them to the webinar. So now for whatever price it costs us to get this person in on the self-liquidating offer, they paid us. They're now paying us to watch our webinar. How cool is that? So these are different things. And you can attach different funnels and have stuff flow. I like to try and keep each funnel on task. In theory, people are like, oh, go lead magnet, self-liquidating offer, and then core offer. The problem is every step you lose people. So you have to push a ton of people through that lead magnet just to ever get them to see your core offer. So instead, I think if your funnel is meant to get leads in it. Sure, you could put an SLO after your lead magnet just to help reduce ad spend and stuff like that. But don't look at it as like, hey, I should be making sales off that. Instead, every sale you make, you should be like, yeah, this is great, I made a sale. If you want to make sales, send them directly to the offer. Don't let anything or friction be in their way. Realize even if you're crushing it and doing like, say, 50, 60% on your lead magnet, that means you got to send 1,000 people with that lead magnet just for 500 to get to see your core offer. Instead, send 1,000 right to your core offer. So that's something you want to test with, but what I found it's better to do certain ways, and that's how I direct my coaching students and my clients is to make sure that you're trying to get leads or you're trying to make sales. You've got to decide. Don't try and do both in the same funnel. You can go lead magnets to SLO or core offer, whatever, but don't expect it to like be your bread and butter. Your bread and butter is sending people directly to your core offer. Don't let anything get in their way. So those are the follow-up we're going to be doing for the self-liquidating offer and the webinar funnel. These are the next thing we got here. So now we've even got your SLO up here, which we're going to say is $47. So now we're developing an ecosystem, people. Now we've got all of our organic. We're going to get into traffic in a minute, and we're going to start talking about ads here in just a second. But realize we can still push a ton of traffic organically to this and make a lot of money without having to turn an ad on. Should you be turning ads on at this point? Yes. We're going to get into that. So the next thing I want to talk about, so this is your course. And we're going to get out of this real quick. Let me erase this guy. The next thing we're going to be building is what's called your MMR, or monthly reoccurring revenue. Now, your MMR is usually 30K. It's either 30K paid in full or 3,000 a month. So we're just going to say 30K. So now we've got an ecosystem. We got a self-liquidating offer. We got a core offer. We got a course. We got an MMR. So now the next thing we're going to need is the MMR would be very similar to your actual core offer as far as the funnel. No one's going to buy a $30,000 product, or very rarely, without getting on a sales call. So it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have your funnels are going to be your testimonial wall funnel to the appointment scheduler. You're going to have a self-liquidating offer funnel here that could feed into this. So you could have SLO that could push to your testimonial wall. You're going to have your webinar that maybe you could have this as an upsell, could be your actual offer to you. Hey, it's a big jump to go from $997 to $30K, so that probably wouldn't work. But just giving you an idea, this is what you're looking at now. Your main one, again, just like in your coaching offer, you really don't need a funnel. You really only need this testimonial wall to appointment funnel. You want people to be able to find out about it, but you don't need a full-blown sales funnel for this. For your core or your course, yes. For your SLO, yes, you're going to need a sales page. But for your core coaching offer and your MMR, you really don't need a funnel. You're going to need a video sales letter and your testimonial wall. You're going to need the same type of follow-up, but it's not much is going to change as far as a basic model. You're just charging more and delivering more. Building this out, designing this offer, putting everything, that's what's really taught also during my 7-figure elite during this, is how to create everything that's about this. So I want to look at this real quick. People are like, well, how do I go from 100K to $1 million? Well, let's look at this. Let's say we're doing an MMR. Let's say we do 3 of these a month. This is per month. Per month. We do 3 of these times 30K. Let's say we do 10. And again, we're going to talk about traffic in just a second, but you've got a whole team working with you now. You're building out your entire team. You're starting to build out your coaching bench. Like, you're going to have other coaches to help you with this. There's a lot that goes into the MMR we're not covering here. We're just giving 30,000 foot view. So you've got 10, let's say you're doing 10 coaching programs or every 3 days. That's at 5K, and then you've got your course. Let's say you do 20 courses a month at $997. And let's say you do 100 of your self-liquidating offer, 100 at $47. So now, if you look at this right here alone, just off your MMR, you've got 90K. And the reason why this is called MMR, or monthly recurring revenue, is most people aren't going to pay in full. Most people are a lot, 50-50, are going to do the 3,000 a month. And the cool thing about that is you've got 10 people paying 3,000 a month. Every month, $30,000 is hitting. And that's nice, because then you've got that base that, every month, without having to get new business, that's going to hit. So anyway, so that's about 90K right there. And then we've got the 5K. There's 50K right here. And this is easy math. We're going to make this 1,000. We're going to say this is 20K. And then this is 4.7K right here. So just hitting those numbers, getting your ads going, having your team going, these are very reasonable numbers. You're looking at 90 plus 70 is 160. That's like 207K a month right there. Now you have a full ecosystem. Now you have some power. Now, all of a sudden, in 5 months, you've done $1 million. And that's how you can easily go from 100K to $1 million. But that's why this all takes a year. There is so much that goes into all these different stages. Or these different steps in building this out. That's why this is a year-long stage here usually. Some people go through it faster. I mean, Kevin did this in 57 days, so it just depends. But this is normally a year-long process. Now, the next thing we're going to jump into is traffic here. Let me break this down real quick. Because at this point, we are going to be doing traffic, and we are going to be doing paid and organic. Now, at this point, I really would say that you need to be about 60 to 70 or maybe even higher percentage organic. So your sales still 60 to 70% needs to be coming from organic. 30 to 40% needs to be coming from paid traffic. And this is right now, we'd be looking at Facebook ads. And again, this is covered in 7-Figure Elite. Facebook ads and YouTube ads are the two that I really recommend right there. We might be looking at Instagram, depending on where your audience is at this point, but really Facebook and YouTube. And again, we're going to be, and this is why your profit's dropping, because we're putting money into ads here. But I would recommend 30 to 40% of all your sales need to come from paid, and 60 to 70% or higher need to come from organic. Organic still needs to be really strong, but you need to start getting your paid game in, because the problem with organic is you can't scale it. Like, I can predict how much I can get from a post, but I can't scale it. I can't do 10 posts in 10 days and get X amount of money from it predictably. Where once you get your ad set and you put $1 in and get $3 back, you can scale that to some degree, especially with the right team in place, to the moon. And that's really what you're going to be doing in stage 5. And we're going to talk about that is really just at that point, stage 5 is really just scaling this out. We're not going to do a whole thing, but really stage 5 is scaling this out. You are at stage 5 going to be looking more at, this is stage 5. Again, this is probably a year to year and a half for stage 5, but you're looking at this being $1 million to $10 million. This one at stage 5, which is, at this point, you're really just scaling everything out. Your teams are built out. You've got your whole ecosystem. At this point, it's really about becoming omnipresent. At this point, you're going to be moving on to every social media platform, LinkedIn, even Pinterest. You know, you're trying everything out. It's really about testing and iterating at this point, and then scaling out what works. So at this one, we're going to be, and this is going to surprise you guys a lot, but our profit is going to drop dramatically at this point. Most people I know that are doing in the 10 to 8-figure range are usually going anywhere from 40 to 60% profit. It's usually more down in this 40 to 50 range, but you're usually looking at 40 to 60% profit on anywhere from 1 to 10 million. At this point, you're going to be moving into paid. Your traffic should probably be about 20 to 30% organic. And your paid traffic, you're looking at anywhere from 70 to 80% of your sales. You're really at this point going from 1 to 10 million, looking at just how much can I dump into paid ads, because you're going to be at this point be able to dump in, 100K and get back 300K. My buddy Kevin David, one of the first guys I got some of these for, he's at a point now where he's spending like $1 million or close to $1 million a month in ads, but he's getting like 3 mil in return. So he's getting a 3-to-1 return. So yeah, is he spending a lot of money? Sure, but he's making a lot too. He right now is right around that like 47 to 50% return. But that's really the difference at this point is perfecting you've got your core offer, you've got your MMR, you've got everything, your entire ecosystem, your entire foundation. At this point, really going from 1 to 10 million, it's about making sure that you can scale out your ads. I mean, this is really what it is. You've got your team, you've got your setters. I have people now that are buddies of mine that are doing 1.6 million a month. I have 8-figure entrepreneur friends that are doing 1.6 million a month. They've got 4 closers. That's it. You don't need a huge team. 4 closers. I think they have 3 appointment setters. They've got an operations manager. They've got a sales manager. We don't want to get in the team. There's a whole different, that can be a whole nother video, but it's all built out at this point. By the time you hit 1 million, you should have everything in place. Now it's just scaling it out and getting those ads going and perfecting your different lines and making sure, testing headlines. Now it's all perfecting the ecosystem that you built out in stage 1 through 4. That's really what stage 5 is is scaling out. Anyone you talk to, once they start getting this, it's taking those revenue streams or maybe finding another new revenue stream. But that's really what this is about, is taking those those 4 offers we have: self-liquidating offer, core coaching offer, course, and then your high ticket offer, your MMR, those 4 guys right there, and maximizing everything, and then really just scaling out with your ads. This is really becoming omnipresent. You want, whether they're playing video games and it pops up as a on their video game, or wherever your ideal customer, you want them to feel like you're everywhere. You want, at this point, as far as organic, even though you're doing only 20, 30%, you want to be on every platform. You can be higher in organic and less in paid, that's fine. But really, these are about what you're looking for when you get to that, 7 to 8 figure mark. So hopefully this helped you out. If you did, hopefully this video helped you out, and I know you liked it. Funnel Doc out. What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc. I hope you enjoyed my 5 stages of entrepreneurship for your coaching offer video series. If you like this, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it, what type of videos you'd like to see in the future. I'd really like to help you on your journey for your high ticket sales, your coaching offer, how to build out your courses. Let me know. I've had a lot of success, as you can see from these trophies behind you, and I'd love to share this knowledge with you with my YouTube channel. So it's very important to me. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another video. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time a new video comes out. Again, we are going to be putting out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now, so be ready for some amazing content. Again, thanks again for your time. Funnel Doc out.